Brothers and sisters, I'd like to make mention of the statement of the age. What is it? Bear it in mind, remember it, memorize it, understand it, and put it into practice. The more difficult we make marriage, the easier we have made adultery. Remember that. We are guilty of making adultery easy and facilitating it for our boys and girls. If we make their marriage difficult, do not think that they should just remain doomed until the end of life just because you are stubborn as a father or mother. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us, really. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us goodness. So much so that we would like our children to marry certain types of people because that is our dream. We want a good man who will look after our daughter, or a good wife who will look after our son. Remember, it may be our dream, but my brothers and sisters, do not forget, you have to adjust your dreams that you have for your children as time passes, because the deeds of those children will reword that particular dream, or it will actually go back and rewrite that particular dream. Sometimes you want your child to be a hafiz, memorize the Quran, to study the deen, but the child is not inclined in that direction. You need to adjust your dream. Sometimes you want a beautiful life for your daughter, but she might come back divorced. You need to adjust your dream. Sometimes you might want something beautiful for your child, but he does not want that particular girl. He wants to marry someone who is ready to revert. Allahu Akbar. Listen to this. My brothers and sisters, I will open it bare in front of you. We have a crisis. What is the crisis? Yes, we look for someone who is Muslim. We look for someone who is good. We look for someone, mashallah, who has, some form of deen in them. But believe me, today we have a problem. I was faced with a young man who came to me and he told me his whole story. So I met his father. And his father told me, and these people are in a first world country. And his father told me, look, I will never ever accept what my son wants. Impossible. I said, but why? He said, she is a Christian. I said, she is prepared to revert, not for the marriage, but for purposes of the deen itself. And sometimes we have seen people who revert for purposes of marriage, but Allah gives them so much hidayah that they become better than born Muslims. I have seen it with my own eyes, So I told him, brother, can I really speak to your heart? Will you open your heart to listen to what I have to say today? He says, no, I respect you a lot. When he said that, I seized the opportunity. I told him, if you respect me a lot, would you mind if I helped you make the decision? He was quiet. Because obviously he doesn't know what I'm about to say, but it's difficult because he is stubborn on one end. I told him, brother, he agreed after a while. He said, okay, inshallah, whatever you say, we will get it done. I said, brother, I have traveled a lot of countries. I have seen many people. And I have seen men who have married men and women who have married women. And I have seen people who claim to be following Islam who also have engaged in that type of so-called nikah. And I've seen so-called imams who have engaged in fulfilling or officiating so-called nikahs of so-called people of same sex. May Allah protect us. I said, brother, thank Allah that he wants to marry a woman, not a man. He looked at me and said, what do you mean? I showed him 3 people in his own city. I said, do you know these people are lost because they have gone out, abandoned their families in order to get married to a person of the same sex? He was shocked. He said, no, you have opened my eyes. I said, we do not promote that we leave our Muslim girls and go out further. No. But if it does happen that a man wants to marry a woman, thank Allah. We are living in a hostile environment. Wallahi. People are engaged in homosexuality to the degree that Islam would be disgraced as a result.